Hello, everyone's. I am here for my review of 4400 Season 1, Episode 13, the finale. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I am Lady T. I like to do reviews on scripted reality shows as well as scripted shows. If you're returning, you one of my people, welcome back. So, we don't have any comments from last week's video, so we're going to jump right in. This episode was all over the place and had me all in my feelings. I wanted a few more answers, but I was content in what they gave us, but I want another season out of this. So Manny is talking to Jarrell about how, I went to the future, I seen what the future was like, and the future is bad. Like basically, over the years, the rich have getting richer, the poor are getting poor, and they are draining resources from everyone else. And in every version of the timeline, something happens on that day. Because Jarrell was like, okay, if you went to the future, how come you can't fix things? It's like, well, that's the thing. Something always has to happen on this day. Every time we did the calculations and we did the simulations and all that other stuff, something has happened on this day. So we see the day Manny had left, Jarrell's apartment back in like 2020, he was doggone it zapped to year 6062. No, 2062. And he's like, okay, when am I? It not where am I? It's like when am I? But he in that field of like seeing between time and all that other stuff, and he just like, okay, what year is it? I've been like, what's going on? Am I dreaming? Take me back to where you took me from. I wouldn't be as calm as Jarrell is, but then again, I'm not in his field and know all the stuff that he knows. So I would have been over there just a crazy mess. I would have assumed that I was dreaming because, side note, my dreams ain't like normal people's dreams. My dreams just be way, way out there. Like I can be riding in a car and like within a blink of the eye, it is no longer a car. It's like a plank of wood with wheels that is just rolling. That's where my dreams be doing and stuff like that. Just crazy. I'm assuming I'm not the only person to just be having a weird and outlandish dreams, but that would have been my first thought. I'm dreaming. This clearly can't be real, but it was real for Jarrell. Now, the 4400 are being attacked by the anti 44 group led by Millicent, which is Mildred's sister. So, in the midst of things, Shanice is, she's they didn't threw a bag over her head, and some woman pops up like, "Hey, we'll take her upstairs." And it turns out it's LaDonna and Claudette using LaDonna's powers to help her out. Well, while she was being, hemmed up, she seen a vision where they gonna basically turn on Millicent. They think, now I was wondering, like, how is it that she a 4400 and she a leader of the anti 4400 group? But it's like, no, we gonna use you till we can't use you no more. Then we gonna turn on you and put you in the arms of the angel as well. They get this information that's like, okay, now we really got to do something. We got to help out. We got to get to her, like to let her know, hey, boo, they don't trust you like that. They using you as a pawn. You think you their leader and you really not. So LaDonna, in using her power, she was able to go over there to the anti 4400 where they're at, and they're in the midst about to put Millicent in the arms of the angel and recording. I was like, that seems stupid because you're basically recording yourself committing a crime, like putting somebody in the arms of the angel. I don't think that is the smartest thing that someone should be doing. But hey, LaDonna uses her powers and makes this big old like lizard iguana because they're thinking that they iguanas. I don't like, if all things, why y'all, I guess lizard people and aliens, so y'all went there. But she done made this big old iguana that's like dance and all that stuff. And in the meantime, Mildred was able to get Millicent from, they was about to, they had her like right up against a what's it called, a bullseye. Then they go in and help the other 4400, and they was able to get out while the anti 4400 is over there trying to shoot this big old lizard. At no point did anybody think, hey, maybe somebody's using their powers and then this is a distraction because there are no such things as lizards this big, but you know, they went over there and did that anyway. I was like, okay. And then Millicent was looking stupid and she ran off. I was like, see, Mildred, you didn't did all you could. You didn't save your sister. Now go ahead and try to save yourself. Keisha, she had to humble herself and go over there to her ex-girlfriend and ask for help. And finally, ex-girlfriend, she is come to a realization that, like, yeah, we didn't mess up. Bill, he was basically like, yeah, this is a good thing that the anti 4400 is attacking the 4400 because now we can use this as the 4400 needs to be governed. And she not really feeling that, and like now only she's seen the light of day, and she's like, yeah, we need to do something. And she's just like, yeah, we need to send in the National Guard, we need to send in the police, we need to send in a lot of people to help out. And I'm like, at no point when somebody just happened to be rolling down the street, y'all didn't see this like crowd or mob outside of a building. Nobody saw that and thought to call the authorities. Hmm. So Logan and Keisha, they're, in Hayden, they didn't like barricaded themselves into a room, and Logan is hurt for real. I don't know. In the midst of like, Mildred tried her best to like barricade the doors, but they was able to. This was like it was like marble slabs that they was able to ram through and come and just cause all this mayhem. Logan is hurt. They're trying to help him. In the midst of that, um, he didn't got on the phone with Mariah. He's trying to put on a brave face like he's doing good, and he is not doing good at all. Not even a little bit. The National Guard, they finally come in because y'all remember old girl that like her head can glow. I thought that was the extent of her powers, but apparently like she can like, it seemed like she was able to like make them stand still, like she can control them, their actions with her mind and her glowing of her head because she was doing that. And Millicent took all kind of like pieces of shard and shrapnel. No, it's not shrapnel, it's not that, but pieces of broken whatever. And was like, after that, they next like one move and you were no longer here. And this is when the National Guard comes showing up. That's all good and all, but Logan, he is over there almost in the arms of the angel. Hayden, he's doggone it, about to lose it. Logan's like, take care of, you're my bud, I love you. Take care of Mariah for me. And like Hayden has this weird look, and like he runs over there to Logan and they get zapped up in the green light. I'm like, what the heck? What is going on? Shanice declared her love for this man, but I thought she was in love with Andre. But I guess you ain't got over this daggone 20-year love affair you didn't have with your husband just because you've been gone, even though you didn't know you was gone and you've been back for like a week or two. She tells him she loves him. Keisha runs up on Manny. He turns all invisible, and like she was able to like see him like move a curtain, and she didn't shot him. And next thing you know, the green light then zapped him up. I'm like, is everybody getting zapped up? But then I was like, well, Logan got zapped up too, so I don't know exactly what that means. It was a lot going on. Dr. Andre, he had been at some doggone meeting so he can find out the extent of their powers and all this other stuff. And he didn't find out some information. They had to basically tell him, you can't tell nobody what is going on. And basically, the only reason that you are alive right now is because we brought you to this location. Because in every scenario that we looked at that didn't happen, you was put in the arms of the angel dude. All right? Yeah. Then we see Jarrell and Claudette. They at Claudette's, her apartment, and she was basically like she didn't think that Manny was, she didn't think Manny was a lunatic. Like she was basically like, I understand where he was coming from, with by any means necessary, basically. Then next thing you know, Manny pops in like, hey, I went out to get something to eat and you didn't already brought a girl back. He didn't doggone it reverted to back like it's 2020. So in his mind, he had never went to 2062. He had never, planted bombs all over the hotel to cause some damage. None of that never happened. It's like he went and got something to eat and he came back. So I'm like, okay, what does this mean? And I hope this doesn't mean that they're gonna be like, nah, we ain't gonna do another season of this show. We did nobody like it. I enjoyed it. I just didn't wish I just wish they didn't have to go through so much. Like they ain't had a real good peace of mind since they didn't got back for real, for real. But I guess in the original one they hadn't either. But I enjoy it and I hope it is renewed for a season 2. So y'all, that was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means leave a comment below. If you were new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It's free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are also on my beautiful Facebook of a video. You can click on it, you can like it and share with your people, and you can come over and be one of my peoples. If you're already one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.